What's up guys, DuArktik here with another Marvel Strike Force video, and in this video we are on the Arctic Circle New Dawn Helicarrier and we're gonna take a look at some counters. So I've been trying to push my alliance to get into diamond ranking, and with all the strongest alliances that we have been facing, of course we have been facing some problems as well. It's very hard to keep up with all the counters that you need to know, and because of that I started making some new infographics that I'm only sharing, at least for now, with my alliance to help them out countering these new teams that we are facing. We have Pegasus, for example, very popular right now. We have different versions of Hero Asgardians. We have the new Avengers. We have the Nowhere on defense sometimes as well. We have Sinister Six. We have Rebirth. So I'm gonna try to do a series of videos countering the most popular teams that we have right now. At least the ones that we have available, like the ones that are not Rebirth, right? Because Rebirth, they only have counters during they only matter during the Alliance Wars, so it doesn't really matter outside of that. But anyway, so we're gonna explore the current meta of Alliance Wars, and this is gonna be following these infographics that once again I'm gonna share with my alliance. You can see the miniature of it, and we will break down each of the teams individually and what's the order of the abilities that you should be using, because some of these teams might not be obvious right away how you use them. Okay, so for this video we are going to do Pegasus. I think Pegasus is going to be one that is very important, very popular right now, and see exactly what you have to do in order to beat them. I'm gonna face the biggest team that I have on my alliance, so depending on who you are facing on your alliance wars or in your own alliance, of course it's subject to change, but these teams have been tested out in a way that you are not using a lot of popular characters, and that creates a wide variety of options that you have. So as always, if you like the information on these videos, make sure you share it with your friends on Facebook and Discord. If you're new to my channel, make sure to subscribe for more Marvel Strike Force content, and make sure to smash that like button like a boss. Okay, so let's get started. Once again, we're gonna cover Pegasus in this video, and we're gonna take a look at 6 different counters that you can use against them. For the first team, we have the A-Force with Firestar. This is something that might be a little bit unusual, but Firestar actually works very well here because she's a city character, so she has some benefits with Jessica Jones and with the other city girls, and she's also pretty fast, so that can be quite convenient. As you can see, the punch up is going to be massive, and the only thing you have to pay attention to is how you use your abilities and which targets you go for first. So let's take a look at this team in action and see exactly how they perform. Of course, if the punch up is much smaller, it's going to be way easier for you, but just to show that the value of the team is there. Okay, so we are going to start attacking the castle right away. You want to make sure that you apply vulnerabilities, defense downs, all those things to her, and then you want to focus on rescue. You want to apply trauma to rescue, you want to apply trauma to the Iron Man as well, and if they are big enough, they should have the right stats to get those negative effects on. So we apply trauma to rescue. We didn't apply trauma to Iron Man. It should be fine anyway. So now you're going to apply ability block to that girl, and now you're going to try to shred that castle, of course. Okay, let's remove the offense up just in case she still has a turn. And now with Firestar we are just going to shred her as much as we can, and she's gone. So the other girl, you can see the power of Firestar, right? She already killed 2 targets just going fast. Now we are going to try to get rid of rescue, because she is going to revive the Kestrel, at least. She might revive Kestrel first or the other girl. You want to apply Disrupt to this Iron Man so he doesn't taunt whenever the rescue goes below 50. We are going to extend that Disrupt and the Trauma for one additional turn. And finally, you're going to pop the ultimate of Captain Marvel. My Captain Marvel is very, very small, so yeah, that's why it's not super impressive. Okay, Jessica Jones with the ultimate gets some more assists. The Iron Man, once again, because he has Disrupt, is not going to taunt. We are still trying to finish off that girl over there. Let's use just the basic. It should have enough damage to finish her off. Great, here we go. Jessica Jones died. We can still revive her, but let's see how it can work. Once again, this is a massive punch up. This is a 2 million punch up, so it's 1 million punch up, so it's definitely a big deal. And here goes Iron Man, but on his own he's not going to do much. Firestar now, isolate attack, and there we go. So once again, 1 million punch up, and we destroy this Pegasus team, so I-Force with Firestar is a great option. Now let's take a look at the Tangle Web with Yo-Yo. I call it Tangled, it's Tangled with Kang. Tangle Web with Yo-Yo. Now, you don't need Yo-Yo. This is the same team that we used for Infestation. Some people are not super confident about how to play out with that match. We'll see how to beat Infestation in different ways in the near future. But this is the team that we're going to use for now. So it's Tangle Web plus Kang plus one additional character. Once again, we are going to punch up 300k, 400k, 500k. These teams, they're all made to counter or to punch up quite a lot, and this one overall should be pretty easy. So once again, you're going to apply Disrupt to that Iron Man or something. The name of these characters. Okay, let's clear those positive effects away. Apply defense down to the girl over there. We are going to now stun. Let me see if I remember correctly. I think we're going to stun a rescue or stun Kestrel. Let's stun Kestrel. She's going to have trauma, so even if she tries to remove it, it's not going to be a big deal. Now with Noir, I usually have Noir as a skirmisher, and that helps out here in this specific situation. But we have the ISO weight from Cosmic Crucible, so it's not a big deal. Okay, here comes Kang. We're gonna focus now on rescue. Still use the opportunity of the trauma on the Iron Man, and there we go. So rescue got deleted. Now you have to go after Kestrel. Let's ability block this Iron Man so he doesn't do his special, and now we can finally finish off the Kestrel. Okay, Spider Weaver now with her special is going to attack multiple targets, piercing damage, buffs the team, more isolate attack, striker. There we go. They got pretty much destroyed because of the charges of Spider Weaver. They keep failing attacks, and yeah, there we go. So Tangle Web with Kang and one additional character is another option for you to absolutely destroy this massive Pegasus of over 2 million power. Bzz. And now Yo-Yo with the killing blow. Oh, almost there, almost there. Now you're going to take a look at another counter, Undying with Vision and Deadlock. So if you use just Undying, they work fine, but it might be a little bit of a tough situation. It really depends on how big your Undying is, and if you use Deadlock and Vision, this counter gets a lot easier. So even the biggest problem with Pegasus is that they have Kestrel and it stops the Gregs, but because of Vision and Deadlock, it's not a big deal. So we're going to use the special of Zombie Juggernaut to apply slow and trauma to all of them. With Iron Man, of course, we are going to apply ability block to one target. If you feel like Kestrel is going to survive, just use the Skirmisher as a weight. And now you're going to give energy with Deadlock to Vision. And Vision now is going to use his ultimate because of that energy from Deadlock. And we're going to clear all those defense subs and positive effects away. And after that, they are just going to kill each other, right? They have no positive effects, they have no buffs, they have nothing. With your Zombie Juggernaut, you can use his basic or his ultimate. I prefer to use the ultimate. to spread all those bleeds to everyone. And then once again, they just delete each other. Easy mode, right? Iron Man here with the ultimate is going to extend those negative effects. Isolate attack. Zombie Iron Man now is farmable, so it's much better now to make this team more powerful. And the Zombie Juggernaut with the Fortified Isolate Blue level 5. Look how much heals up with just a basic. Okay, so now we are going to take a look at the yellow section of this infographic. And the yellow section means that you have a little bit more RNG to these matches. Not a lot, but still a little bit. And then on top of that, it's not like the main option that you should use. It's just not preferable to use these options. You should use the other ones that are safer. But either way, you can use Eternals with Namor and Loki and Sylvie in order to beat massive Pegasus. So once again, we are taking a look at over 500k punch-ups. And I will tell you where exactly we have a little bit of RNG. And if you don't like Namor, for some reason my Namor is only level 65, so it's not a big deal. So the first situation where you have some RNG is right here. So we are going to turn rewind them and apply vulnerability rescue. And now it's the RNG situation. Is Loki mind controlling two characters? And we don't know for sure who is going to attack and if she's going to get a defense down. This never happened. By the way, this never happened. This is actually the first time that they are actually able to kill a rescue right away. Wow, that's super surprising. Okay, let's keep turn rewinding them with Ikaris. Now with Namor, we are going to focus on that Kestrel. Keep turn rewinding her. We are going to stun the Kestrel. And the character that now you actually want to kill is the Ironheart. Because Ironheart, she's going to apply slow to us, and that slow can be quite annoying. So let's try to make sure that it doesn't happen. Okay, it seems like she got a turn. Let's see, we got stun on Cersei. That's a little bit inconvenient. Let's put the characters under stealth. Let's clear away those immunities, those negative effects and so on. Now DuArktik takes a turn. Okay. Bad RNG for sure. And now let's see if Ikaris can finish off the Kestrel before she deletes someone. Yes, so far so good. Once again, this is a massive punch-ups. You don't have to do punch-ups this big. Let's see if you can finish her off. Yeah, the RNG on this one is not great, and this is why I don't prefer to use these teams, right? The other options are much safer than this one. Okay, so let's finish off Ironheart. Ironheart is surprisingly good. If you allow her to have a turn, the slow she does plus the stun, it can be very, very inconvenient. And this is why I prefer to go after Ironheart and just leave Castle there stunned with the slow, if you can, rather than finish her off. You could also finish off Castle, but either way, I just think it's better to finish off the other girl first. Okay, here we go. So even with RNG, you can see that it works fine. My Bifrost characters, they are not the biggest either. I think they are around level 80. So there you go. It works fine, but be careful with RNG because sometimes it's not the best. Now we're going to take a look at Darkhold versus Pegasus. And this is a team that I don't recommend, not because Darkhold are bad against Pegasus. It's just that you have other places where they can be way more useful. Nowadays, in terms of meta, Darkhold is being used on offense, even that in the past they were used very frequently on defense. So overall, this is an option you can use in case you have nothing else, literally. And you can see that my team is very, very big, and this is the way you have to go against Pegasus. Okay, so we are going to turn rewind the enemies. We can apply Disrupt to the Iron Man, and then we are going to turn rewind him and do some damage with the Strange Supreme. So let's do that. Big special against him. Now we are going to stun the Rescue, and then we are going to extend that stun with the Scarlet Witch. Okay, I'm trying to focus on that Iron Man. We are going to finish him off, extend all those negative effects. Nice. And now with Wong, we are going to use his special rather than ultimate, because you're going to be able to one-shot this Iron Man right away. So, big damage plus the passive of Agatha completely deletes the Iron Man. Okay, so now with the enemies, we are going to use Morgan Le Fay special, of course. We are going to play around with their speed bars. And we can delete Rescue right now. And then we can go for Kestrel, since she doesn't have vulnerabilities now. And then Strange just claps them in the face. And Agatha once again with her ultimate, great. So the only thing you need to be very careful with is making sure that your team can survive that big ultimate from Kestrel. And then you just go from there. As you can see, like no RNG here. Even Scarlet Witch gets a killing blow. And then Wong with his ultimate getting the last one. Now we're going to take a look at the last option that I would recommend for beating up Pegasus. Once again, we are taking a look at a massive punch up, and I would not recommend this. Once again, it's possible, but I don't recommend it. And the reason why, it's because my Omega Red and the Lady Death Strike, they are just way too big compared to the other characters, so the power levels can be a little bit misleading. So when you see if it's a punch up or a punch across or whatever, just compare the strongest character of the enemy team with the strongest character of your team. Okay, so we are gonna start off by applying ability block to Ironheart. She is the most problematic character on the enemy team because she can apply stun and slow to your team, and you don't want that. After that, you want to go after Kestrel. Apply as many bleeds to Kestrel as possible. Of course, this is going to depend a little bit on your RNG. And then you want to turn rewind the Rescue and also the Kestrel. Depending on the position of the characters, this might change a little bit on who you want to turn rewind. And now you are going to stun Iron Man because you don't want Iron Man to apply blind to my team. So there we go. And now with Omega Red, we are going to use the ultimate on Rescue just to make sure that she has ability block. Okay, as you can see, Rescue has ability block, she has trauma, everyone else has trauma as well. Iron Man is stunned, the Ironheart is ability blocked, so she cannot stun us. So now all you have to do now is finish off the Kestrel, and hopefully you will have enough bleeds on her to do just that. Darkhold, if he has a turn, it's not a big deal, he's not going to do anything dangerous. Iron Man gets out of the stun, no problem, he's a slow character. And at this point, we just have to delete the Rescue and the Ironheart, and then we are good to go. And that's it. So, as you can see, if you follow the skill order, you should have easy time. But sometimes, depending on the position of the characters or just on the size of your team, you might have some problems. So, overall, if you're punching across or something around that, you should be fine with Weapon X versus Pegasus. And there you go, guys. So 6 alternative ways for you to beat Pegasus in Cosmic Crucible without using your Gammas, your Nowheres, or on the other big teams like that. And once again, this was tested out just to make sure that you don't have like super RNG situations, and also that you can at least punch up a little bit. So that's gonna be the video, guys. I hope you guys enjoy it. Make sure you stay tuned to more counters coming up on the channel. We're gonna face the more popular teams that we have going on right now in Alliance Wars and give several counters for you to use against them. And as always, if you like the information on these videos, make sure you share it with your friends on Facebook and Discord. If you are new to my channel, make sure to subscribe for more Mouse Strike Force content, and I'll catch you guys later.